So charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
There you have it. The way I see it. You will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you're An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region. Select a villager to help, and by completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader.
You, dear lady, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would...
You will find the legendary lost play? Splendid!
Finally, tragedy and comedy will come together as they should.
Turn back now, mortal one.
Hey! Oh! Gorgeous! Oh!
Stay away from this accursed Only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No, really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you're not getting my lost play, you hear? It's rubbish, worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking, mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, The Near Tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, Putting on this costume should set things in motion.
O Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Coochie coochie coo.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2, which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Shit! You'll shoot someone's eye out with that! Ooh, that's Impressive magic. More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus. I'm gonna hang your head on me trophy wall. Keep it up, you bloody murdering dogs. We've nearly...
Using fire! Cheating in it! Watch out! The bugger's got a gun!
See what spells you can cast. All my men dead. My vengeance denied. My world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds. Thank you 1,000,000 times. Thank you.
He said bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark. Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating core?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say...
Great big giant bosoms!
What the hell was that? Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever. I'm beginning to understand why Philip Morley never published this particular piece of work in his lifetime.
Oh,
Indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance one day a civilization will rise with the broadness of brain to truly appreciate it.
If you ask me, it was the tragic elements that let it down. One cannot argue with the comedy.
Oh, a pox on you, Pinch.
there's a nice doggy.
You're one of them travelling types, ain't ya? Here today, gone tomorrow. Back where I grew up, everyone had tats. Not like yours, though.
No,
That's
I'm
crap.
gonna go.
Hi. Nice.
Oh!
Follow this.
Oh!
Ah!
Thanks for that.
Happy to be of
I
service.
cast minor devastation on you. You're devastated.
Oh. Pleasant weather.
No. No. Oh, hey, ooh, hey,
Hey!
Knitter of evil. The evil industrials return. It shall be their grave.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello. Ah.
Oh, put it there. No. Oh, hey, ooh, hey,
Hey!
I sell bright walls best.
Have a look at what I've got. You go into a lot of caves. Oh, I'm fascinated by caves.
Finest products in bright wall available
really
here.
shows off your legs.
Great pie. Smells delicious. Pie of the day, I reckon. Wonderful dough work.
We had a couple of rough patches, but at the moment...
Good pie. Pie making perfection.
Always look...
You'll have to pay for that. Smells delicious. Ooh, that crust is divine.
You won't find anything better in all of Brightwall than the stuff I'm selling.
Ooh, that's a good pie. I love your technique. You can roll with the best of them. That's some tasty work. Smells delicious. Ooh, that crust is divine. You handle that dough like an artist. Ooh, that crust is divine. That's some tasty work. Oh, clean it up then.
Anywhere,
every
then
few
I
weeks.
shan't be surprised if you shop there instead.
I will expose the misdeeds of the pretender who has seized the throne. And then we will kill him with loads
If
of
you'll
magic.
only give a little,
Shall
I'll
bow
stop
all
bothering you.
heaven.
Honest.
Long live Halon Hong. If the missing villagers have been slain.
There's a nice salon not far from here.
I'm gonna go evil Hong.
got plenty of gold for drink. I just need some food money.
Woo! All right.
Yippee!
Good one. We're keeping afloat here. Business could be better.
That is downright awful. It's not for nothing. Help me, and you'll improve your morale. Awesome. Go on, help us out.
Been even freer to buy. Unbelievable.
Just a few more coins, and I'll get the better of the month back.
Wonderful to see you.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah. Nice, great.
Just like this.
Just back from some epic quest, are you? You look like someone who's seen quite a lot.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi.
Ah.
Oh. Ooh.
Just like this.
I hear they're looking for a bard in town. I heard that...
Pleased to meet
hello
you.
there. Yeah.
Nice place, this.
Oh. Hey, yay!
Yeah!
I wish I could afford...
Pleased to meet you. You look well.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwellers. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express that very sentiment.
One quest after another.
All right, thank you.
Where?
I hope I can make a profit on that. Come back if you have anything else to sell. Thank you for your custom.
Happy to be of service. I buy stuff. So come here and I'll buy your stuff, okay?
Closing time for shops.
Thanks for that, love. Shop again.
Bit of a shortage on goods at the moment, so I'll
Here
offer
you
you
goes.
more
Buy
if
a
you've
drink.
got what I'm looking for.
Sales are now closing!
I just can't keep stocked up on some of these items. I'll give you a good price if you've got what I need.
Oh, boy! Oh. Goodbye! Oh.
I used to open myself to the world when it was different, happy, prosperous, peaceful. But that world is gone, and today's is a tragic and horrible place. I find myself feeling protective, sad, closed off. Is there anything left that is not evil and corrupt or broken and miserable? Anyone who is still innocent, pure, happy? The sight of one such person, no matter how small, would do so much for my spirits. I would open myself to the world again.
I just can't keep stocked up on some of these items. I'll give you a good price if you've got what I need.
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one woman, the daughter of the old hero king. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your father founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our queen.
You sure to find something?
I'm still in business, so that's...
Upon that wall, you'll find the contracts representing the promises that you've made to the people of Albion. Your contract with Samuel is there, for example. You have gained several trophies since you were in last. Most impressive. You have done a wonderful thing for those poor people in the mountains. They will be overjoyed when you arrive with the aid that you acquired for them. When someone has given you a gift, I will keep it for you here until you wish to unwrap it. I shan't peek, I promise. The armory is at your disposal. Any other business to attend to? You've acquired a new suit. I would say it's the best mercenary uniform that money can buy, which is a bit ironic, really. A rather special gift has arrived for you in the usual place. You've amassed enough money to buy a house. Houses are excellent investments. Besides, you'll need somewhere to live if you meet that special someone.
Our hero returns, bringing good tidings. And supper. Damn thing doesn't open. How do you open? Oh well, I never thought you'd actually get it, tell you the truth. Boulder. We've been blessed, my friends. We have made an alliance that has already brought us life. One day, it will bring us much more. We require but one more offering before we fight at your side. Boulder, promise to restore these mountains to their full glory and to protect our right to dwell in them, and promise you will bring nothing but the fiercest justice upon Logan's head.
I promise.
Then may we be carried into the castle by the dark storms of fury.
You'll have to wait a little longer for that. It's still just us against a whole army. We need to recruit more people.
I was afraid you'd come over all logical and sensible. Well, you have brought us a feast, and we are free to hunt again. We'll just keep on eating and drinking till you're good and ready. Right, Boulder?
Yeah.
He couldn't be happier.